All right. So I believe level 7 is more or less done. No. All right, thank you. Okay. Now that oh wait, I should. Okay. Send this elsewhere. Okay. One thing I was actually curious about. What the heck did that open? Oh, it opened this. I wanted to have a mechanic where I feel like it would be, yeah, it would definitely be in here, but I don't know if that would override the base mechanics of it. Like, let me look at Ganon's Rage. Okay. So let's see something here. Swimming, drown, swimming, drowning. I don't know. All right, I just want to see. God, I keep hitting my Windows key and S to do a save because I use at work. I'm on a Mac, and that's what I equivalent of saving is on the Mac is using my Windows key. So it's really dumb. I just want to see. Oh well, you know, there's one problem here. I didn't actually assign the script, so nothing would have happened if I had tried to do anything. Swimming, drowning. I'm gonna definitely change that name because that's horrible. But let's at least see if this works. I'm just gonna assign it to 1. I didn't need to do that, but that's fine. Hey, Zach. Hey, Soma. I won't say level 7's done, but I will say it's done enough to where I think the whole dungeon works mechanically. I'd say it's mostly done. What flippers do I have? I have the correct flippers. Oh, I'm being dumb. There we go. Well, that's nice. I apparently hit D. So the console should get spammed with yay. I don't know when, actually. Well, it's on action, so... Interesting. Okay, so this is going to work like this. This would probably need to be a generic script. I'm not going to worry about this right now. Because it's not the priority, so I'm not going to worry about that. Expansion pickup. That would have been an interesting effect. Okay, so we're basically going to just play test this bad boy. I do need to set up some stuff here. First of all, hookshot needs to be that. Flippers need to be non-existent. What else needs to change? I think that's it. Those are the only things that affect the dungeon. Okay. So, let's do it. Let's go left. I should drown. Okay. I didn't set up the bridges yet. I'll still need to do that. I still drown as I should. That's good. Okay, my classic placeholder. Okay, let's just save that because I made no progress. Blue armor. Blue armor doesn't directly impact the dungeon. I only need to change this because it actually... Obviously, having the flippers immediately breaks the dungeon because you're not designed to have the flippers right away. Oh, that's cool. Claw shots in ZC? What actually is the claw shot? How is that different from the hook shot? Because if it's anything like the switch hook, that's existed. So there is a little bit of jank with this screen, where if there's no water here when you trigger this, they will be like the floating gravs when there's no water. But upon leaving and re-entering the screen, it goes back to how it should be. So, I mean, it's an issue, but it's kind of a, not a big deal issue. So, fun fact, if you stand exactly where I am, you can just walk straight across this whole thing. I'm okay with that. It's not a huge deal. Oh. I mean, that wouldn't be... Oh, well, that'd be pretty complicated to script, but that could be cool. Oh, this is one thing I don't have working. I don't technically need to stand up there to trigger this, which is not good. That actually does break things, so that's the one thing with this dungeon I will need to figure out. Okay. Oh, wait, let me test this. Alright, Link just freaks out. That's good. Let's go this way. Yeah, I'm familiar with the... now that you described the claw shot, I'm familiar with it. There is a spinner, and the spinner was jank as crap. Also, Whoops. The spinner in Panoply of Caladia is way simpler mechanically than that would be. Than a claw shot. Way simpler. Depending on how you implemented it, you could, if you wanted to be super fancy, then yeah, probably it would still be more complicated, but probably not as crazy complicated. Oops, I fell. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Well, I need no enemy flags, but that's your punishment for falling. Welcome to side view block puzzles. Not really puzzly. So if you just chose to go this way and back, you'd be doing yourself a disservice. Pay attention, there's a thing here. Why on earth is there a hookshot spot here? Who knows? It's a real mystery. Hey, pig. Yeah, how smoothly they fall sometimes. Sometimes they choose to go very slowly. It's very annoying. Emily has absolutely no idea how that happens or why that happens, but it does. And I'm choosing to ignore the fact that it happens because it's not really game breaking. Doesn't really do anything bad. There shouldn't be anything else I could do here. So you can go left or right off the start and do stuff, but there's not a ton of things to do. I will leave the water this way because I need to make sure nothing breaks. Aha. That didn't make a sound. I am intentionally pausing the game because I want to see what my time will be when I finish this. Shoot. 17? Holy crap, I actually remember that sound. Well done. Alright. You just hook shot through a wall. Yes, because hook shot's broken. Yeah, well, you're gonna need to be more vigilant, because that's kind of a trend with my quest in general, so... Like, hidden bomb spots are actually a Zelda thing, so... Well, that one also did not make a sound. That's fine. I mean, I get that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, unfortunately, I'm kind of with someone that you just gotta... Like, anytime I'm playing through a quest, I, like, try to take a second to just analyze the room. So... I don't know what this room's gonna be. It's gonna be something. Oops. Well, that's awkward. Yeah, that's a little awkward. I think I actually know what I'm gonna do for that. So let's do... Let's take this, put this on layer 1. No. You'll be on layer 0. This guy will be on layer 2. And then I need my side view chest, which I know I can grab one from right here. There we go. Okay. Let's put you on 1. Aha, you can't see it. That's actually not good that you can't see it. And then I believe you just operate. Okay, you are just a basic chest. So then I go here. And then let's remove this. So I need to make another combo pair. So literally that. I'm like blanking. Side view chest. I already know it's page 36. Close enough. Let's do that. And then let's copy this over this, but only take the tile, animation, type. Actually, wait, take everything except triggers. That should work. Okay. So then in this state, you just go there. Nothing on 2. That's fine. I wish I could test that, but I'll figure it out sooner or later that that's messed up if it's messed up. Why is hookshotting broken? Because hookshot's always been broken. The hookshot, as far as from as long as I've been playing Zelda Classic, it's been broken. I'm doing well. How are you doing, Zach? Like, the hookshot just is... a lot of things in ZC are fundamentally broken. And we all know, like, the ladder is horribly broken. It's just the nature of old code that is not great. Okay, so see, in this case, it's this kind of a nuisance because I need to go all the way back around. Because this state of the water is not beneficial to my health. Yeah, the ladder is very bad. Very bad. There's no point to going that way. And how many people are willing to re-script this stuff? Not many, if any. Alright, so with the water down... Also with the water down... Can't get through there. Goes through walls when it shouldn't, like a sequence break. I mean, there's a lot more bad behavior with the hook shot. It is busted. It is fairly busted. Not as busted as diagonal hook shot. That's a whole... Diagonal hook shot's a whole different thing that I messed around with a little bit, but then I decided to not because it was just that badly broken. So there's the map. I might need to use my scripted map for this, because then you can actually see the dungeon for whatever correct state it's in. Currently, it does not do that for you, because the map doesn't acknowledge level state, unfortunately. There's a diagonal hookshot in the sense that it sometimes works. Not very well. It does not work very well at all. But it technically works. Alright. I also enabled a function in ZC where when you fall or drown, you end up where you last were instead of start of the screen. So, okay, if you don't do this, yeah, you can't do anything. But if you exercise paying attention or whatever, huzzah. Proceed to drown. Yeah, the sprite being messed up with drowning, I don't really know what to do about that because it doesn't seem like there is anything I could do about that. The sprites are just messed up. Like, in engine, I don't know if there's anything I can... Because, like, there's side liquid. Like, those look fine. I guess I just don't know how to set it up. My problem is that I don't know how to set it up. So obviously I'll need to fix these. But see, drowning is fine. So the fact that it's not doing that is confusing. Casting, yeah, I don't even know what that would be. Well, yeah, I mean, ladder is obviously very essential in my quest, but it's just not great. Also, fun fact, if you miss this last tight hook shot, you can actually reach it from here. So, you don't need to go through the whole gauntlet again. I did also change this. Okay, good, you can't grab that. Well, it damage boosted me across the thing. Let's put some unsafe ground. I think it's that one. Yeah. I didn't like how it left me off where it did. So this one I might need to put a hint for, but you can use like hook shot, you can use boomerang, you can use arrows. I think you could even use magic. No, you can't use magic. Basically, you just need to knock them down. I don't remember this being so tight. Alright, well. That's nice. So the gimmick here is... Okay. Which one of these boomerang triggers is actually legit? Not those. Not that one. There you are. Oh, for a second I was like, how do I get over here? I just realized there's no point in doing this. Oh, I need to change this from that to perhaps a, I'm just going to be lazy and do a, but there should be a sword trigger here that just simply does secrets. What? Interesting. All right, well, that's all I need. I'm just going to put that there. Oh, probably there to be safe. Do not save because that'll reset everything. Juan will be level 8, correct. The next dungeon I develop will be Juan dungeon. Well, I don't know. I thought maybe if I use that combo elsewhere... Yeah, I guess technically if I wanted to be more accurate, I would take off the red mail. There we go. A lot of hookshot climbing. Because there's literally not really any... Oh, this is also jank. You can't get stuck, but, you know. I was curious what the physics there would be. Yeah, it doesn't impact, but I figured why not. I changed my mind. Where you get the double key item right away, and then the problem and the object of the dungeon becomes finding the locks. Huh, that's a cool idea. I have a lot of mini dungeons that I'm gonna be doing, so that could be a gimmick of one of them. So I can now get this. So these are the chains being here are a little weird, but you know. Ooh, yeah, that actually looks good. I drew those copycats to the right and left of that doorway. I think they look pretty good. That's just there because, eh. And then, of course, you just drown. So, yeah, well, it's taken me a lot of time to get used to where I spawn. Also, these are not correct. These are not correct. These should be this. Which means the other side's probably messed up too. There we go. Wait, not seeing the actual spot you're walking is weird. What are you referring to? Weird that works like that. Alright. Yeah, there's no way to, like, cheese this. I've also learned it's fun to use the hammer when falling. That one didn't even make a sound. Wait, I just realized I never actually placed the boss key yet. Okay. Oh. Well, when you use the lens, you can see. There's lens things there. Yeah, there's a number of leaps of faith in this dungeon. Okay, so you wanted an example of where the hookshot's really broken? Here's one. The hookshot doesn't move with you. It works fine, but it just doesn't look fine. It looks really bad. Here's a nice key tease right here. You fall on a key right there. Come back up here. Link apparently looked like you're somersaulting. I'm going to intentionally not hit that switch. That's right there. I want to make sure that these are properly blocking. Yeah, see how it doesn't show that there's water there? If I actually had my... if I had my... what am I trying to say? Scripted map. It would actually... I would have... Well, actually, I don't even know if the scripted map would behave properly. So the first goal is get the hookshot. Or, get the, flippers. Wasn't moving with you in level 6. Well, that's because of a particular issue with that specific screen. You did move with it, but having you move with it caused other problems because I tried to have a moving platform where you would be going under a bridge. That's why that was messed up. I'm just going to kill you. I don't care. So now that activated some nice shortcuts here. Ooh, this is jank. Ooh, I don't love that. And you can't cheat this. I had to fix that because you were able to cheat that. And unfortunately, the water's not in a good state. However, whoops, the shortcut I give you makes it a fairly quick trip to swap the water. So a very limited punishment for having that be up. Because it's literally just right here. I did also think it was kind of funny how levels 6 and 7 are kind of the messenger dungeons. Because both dungeons have a normal top-down and a side view level. And each of the themes are the two messenger things for two of the areas. Yeah, well, I make shortcuts for people who don't F6, and also just because it works better. Because F6ing is not always the best option. Like if I had F6 right there, it actually would have been a longer walk to get to where I am now. Okay, I was just making sure that didn't do anything. If you find the sweet spot with these, you can just walk in between. This is totally jank, but it's the ladder, so what do you expect? And you can hit these at the same time, but I'm going to do that. Okay. So that actually activated the path to the boss, oddly enough. So, you know, for blind players, they won't know. They actually just activated the way to the boss. Obviously, they can't get there for two reasons. One, they don't have the flippers, and two, they don't have the boss key. But funny enough, you just activated the path to the boss. I still need to place the boss key, or the boss lock. Yeah, I need to fix this screen. I might just remove that trap over there. Because otherwise it's a pixel perfect walk. There, now it's a lot less annoying. Yeah, this music definitely fits this place very well. Like, there's some dungeons where I'll place music, but then I'll feel like it's more of a placeholder. This one is not changing. Okay, fine. I'll do it the boring way. This is intended to be a combat thing, which is why that instantly activated. Yeah, enemy secret, but there's no enemies. So I'm about to get the flippers. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I actually took a lot of damage. Holy crap. Well, you know what's funny? This is almost how much health you'd have at this point. It's just crazy for me to think about that. That's actually how much you'd have. Or, like, realistically, you'd probably have, I want to say, like, 17, 18? And realistically, bottles. Oh, wow. Whoops. Well, you can have a lot of bottles, as it turns out. Where's heart pieces? And whatever. Oh. Honestly, you should probably have about, I'd say like 35. So like, yeah, it's actually really close. So then you go here. Nice. You're gonna flood this place with Tektites, aren't you? Probably. But yeah, I knew bottles were a big thing. I didn't realize that they were that implemented to where you can have, what was it, 255 different bottles? Yeah, that's about where you were. No, I wasn't saying I was going to have bottles. I'm just saying that bottles are a thing that you can have. So you can immediately play with your side view swimming here. And you can actually use... So the intended way to get out is actually the hook shot. You can hook shot. What'd be the best way through here? So I actually flooded the right side. So let's just head to the right side while we're here. I do want to have a lot of custom enemies in this quest. I haven't really touched on enemies yet, but they are going to be a thing. Oh yeah, I hate Tektites. My opinion on them has not changed at all. Oh, you can swim in waterfalls. That's interesting. Actually, that's not a waterfall. That's why. Oh, also, my favorite thing of this dungeon is how the center looks. I think it looks fantastic. The water flowing down. Probably one of my favorite little aesthetic choices I've made. So this is the issue. Currently, you can just dive straight down to the boss. There needs to be a boss key, a boss lock here or something. I actually just realized how I can do it too. I might as well just do it now. So I think I can quite. Oh, you're talking about falling rocks? Oh yeah, falling rocks are horrible. I will never like falling rocks. Okay, so here I'm basically just gonna take this here. Yeah, falling rocks are terrible because there's literally no way. They're 100% RNG. That's why they suck. And like you can literally just be put in an unwinnable situation and die by just bad RNG. So it's terrible. Okay, so we're gonna put this boss lock. Why do I just put it here? I like this. You're gonna see that and just be like, huh. That's the boss door, apparently. And then this combo here, I'm just gonna take this and have this be a these are all my level 6 combos. Do this, make it transparent. Edit, copy. Boss. Really? I think it's lock. Oh, lock block. Boss copycat. And then it just swaps to the next combo. So now, cool. Boss key or boss situation is set up. In fact, I'm actually gonna make this fancier. You're gonna be the bottom half. You're gonna be the top half. I did this effect in level 6 a little bit. Basically, we just put this on 1, and then this on 3. And then we take this segment of waterfall and put it on 2, and then it looks like the water's passing through the grates. So anyway, let's act like that isn't passable. Both folders, both fun and tedious. You remember them being fun? Okay, well I'll let you keep that opinion. Most bosses are also RNG. I don't know if I agree with that. All right. Now's when the fun of this dungeon begins. Because now you kind of get... So, everyone know, or like, you guys know how I love in quests. You get the flippers and how the world opens up. And, well, this dungeon very, very much opens up. And it's a ton of fun. So, hit that. That did work, yes. I may make the swimming speed slightly faster because this is a little slow. Yeah, it looks a little jank when you're doing that, but okay, so this is what I was testing earlier. Okay, so you can't get through this. That's good. Wanted to make sure of that. Well, I mean, that's where my bosses will not be pure RNG. In fact, most of them as they are now are not RNG. In fact, actually, yeah, there's only a couple that even have any aspect of RNG. Okay, so to get back up there, I need to take the other way. Because I can't... Well, that looks funny. Because I didn't hit that switch earlier, I can't actually progress there. The boss will be side view, yes. Well, this is awkward. I gotta do that. Ah, that water looks so good. I might submit a screenshot of the week, month, whatever with that. It's so cool to me. And I'm at 25 minutes. So I was worried that this dungeon would be way too small. I don't think that's a problem. I believe I already did change the switch to be... Oh, Oh, no, I didn't, because I wasn't sure how I wanted to do that. Oh, I never actually flooded this side because I just got the flippers. All right, well, this screen's actually kind of obnoxious. It's kind of funny. Shambles on his way to spawn 20 zombies in a row. Okay, well, okay. So that's one instance where there is RNG. Some of the boss decisions, like what attack they decide to do, is RNG based, but it's also controlled by some criteria as well. Okay, so let's grab the key that's down here. Also, you can go this way now. Leviathan RNG. Okay, well, the Leviathan just pisses me off. Leviathan needs changes. I get very annoyed with him. Like when he decides to go off screen. I really don't understand why he still does that. I think this was back in demo 4 or even, yeah, I think it was demo 4. I specifically went back into his code to try to prevent that. Still happens. Nerfed him into oblivion. When did I nerf Leviathan into oblivion? Let's actually, okay, well, we need to go this way regardless. I don't remember nerfing him that bad. Unless I don't remember how bad he was. Maybe he was a lot worse. So this is one of my favorite parts of this dungeon. Kind of like in Isle of Rebirth with the arrows that take you around. You have this water situation that kind of does the same thing. Oh, Shambles, not Leviathan. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, Zach, and well, actually, it was more Tablet Pillow that motivated his nerfs. He had good arguments for why it was too hard. Even before nerfs, I found him fun, beat him easily. Yeah, I mean, every boss I've made when I first was quote unquote done with it, I thought it was fun. So you do this, and then you get pulled this way, and now you're here. Do not accidentally fall into this because you cannot get out. So just you have to be cautious. Key. And also a little bit of design flaw here, or shall I say aesthetic flaw. There we go. That looks better. Nice. Okay, so if you touch nothing, you instantly drown. So you need to slingshot yourself around the pit and then go this way, and then it pulls you this way, and then you're back up here. And you can't actually... Uh-oh. Yeah, so you can't fight it. It looks a little goofy when you try to fight it. So first floor is already mostly done. There's actually a lot you can do here, but I'm going to hold off, and we're just going to do the depths. That would be the most efficient. So why indeed there is a hookshot spot there, so that you can get out of the water. There's 2 ways you get out of the water in these situations. That's just one of them. There's going to be water enemies, so expect water enemies. I have these sort of half ladders here that you can use to climb out. And this is a return path, so don't expect to do anything here. Hazaran is still the hardest for you, really? Hazaran is a piece of cake, but I've also fought that guy, I can't even tell you how many times. Agentum. I love Agentum, he's so much fun. He is fast, but the thing is, if you can react and anticipate his attacks, like, he's actually not that hard. I mean, at least with your playthrough, Zach, you definitely made Hazaran harder than he needed to be. Like, just moving in, like, smallish circles. You don't need to do super tight ones. You keep the oil really concentrated in one area, so when it gets lit, it doesn't light up the whole screen. It just makes your life a lot harder, and if you could time... Like, when you go close to the Hazaran, he jumps on you, right? You can actually abuse that and trivialize him. Okay, so this should be a hands-free thing. I should be able to not touch anything and... Oh wait, I never actually modified these. These are too slow. But I should not touch anything and it should just work. I haven't pressed anything. Perfect. Okay. I do need to modify, because if I compare that to these, got what I wait, what? Oh, it's this one. So I just raised that to like 3 2 2. Okay. Not that one. Ah, yes. Okay. So I need to modify these. 3 2. Okay. I just need to know that first number. So this is conveyor up. So it would be y negative 3 2. Y 3 2. X. This is conveyor right. So this is 3 2. 3 2. And then this gets more interesting. What did I do for these? Okay, it's intuitive. Wait, so I didn't touch diagonals? Oh, all right. I didn't touch diagonals apparently. Hey, Mito. Skill. Okay. Jumping also gets you. I mean, yeah, like if you do it right, you will never get hit by any of his jumps. Oh, also, yeah, you can get. Oh no. Okay, no, you can still get out of this. But actually, the change I made means you can't. Hang on, that needs to change, because what I just did actually made it to where you actually would get soft lock there. So let's not let you get soft lock there with a really easy fix. I could just let you hook shot. I could just let you hook shot out of it. There you go. We're not going that way yet. You get some pots. Didn't really give anything. They also didn't do the break sound. They did not do the break sound. I have no pots in this dungeon yet. Holy crap. Let's fix that. I just need to know what your break sound is. 176. Also dungeon pots. There we go. You don't want to go back up this way because that is a return trip. Let's go. Hey, look at that, the Triforce. And you can't actually go up here. Little air pockets here if you need it. And then you get. Well, that's not right. How did that get messed up? Oh, I did want to. I do want to add some pots. Well, they're gonna be really nice looking pots, so there. At least doing that, there's pots existing in the dungeon. Oh shoot. Yeah, that would be a problem. I remember messing this up, and I just didn't realize that I did. There. All right. Well, this is easy. You just walk right. Of course, doing it in a way that's bad for my health. Hey, what? Whoa. Hang on. What's up with this? Okay. I don't know why that doesn't always hurt me. That's, oh god, 3 hearts, good lord. Wait, hang on. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't hit the button. Ah. I can't fight that. I know I keep pausing, but I'm trying to keep that time. Let's see. You guys apparently talked a lot. Holy crap. Jumps on you. Oh, that makes it hard. I mean, there's a flow going right, but a left pointing arrow, huh? There. Oh, you're talking about just Hollow Knight, I believe. Or different games. Yeah, so I need to hit that. Also, swimming up so much faster. Air pocket. For when I have that implemented. Another air pocket. Okay, I can actually just take this way. Wait. Yeah, I can actually just take this way. Where the map takes you, the flow there looks like a left pointing arrow. Does it? I mean vaguely, but if you think about water being like sucked into something, that's the idea there. Yeah, so I can actually go this way. Yeah. Obviously, I could have F6 and that might have been quicker, but I'm showing that you don't need to F6 once. Air meter... Yeah, probably. I don't know if there'll be a visual indication yet, but yes, you will have to pay attention to breath. Your breath. Yeah, Link's Quest for the Hookshot 2 did that. And dive. Yeah, I hit that button, but never actually... Oh, I couldn't go this way yet. Because now I can swim here. I don't know why these guys aren't hurt. What the heck? Okay, well... Also, this was recently added. I needed to make sure I can't break this. Whoop. Well, you definitely can. That's good. Okay, this is the first time I've actually tested these screens. A little bit of a swimming spike gauntlet with spikes that don't actually hurt you, apparently. So that's nice. Ooh. Ugh, that's poor design. Not functionally bad, but it's blech, in my opinion. This should be like this. There we go. That's better. Air pocket. Button. So that's it for this path. Holy crap. Well, okay. Well, I'm up here now. I need to go down on the right side. No, actually, I need to go down on the left side. Let's just do that. Let's unlock a shortcut while we're here. Actually, let's do two things while we're here. The water's not down. Let's change the water. Yeah, so funnily enough, this dungeon was originally going to be my take on Water Temple from Ocarina of Time. where there would be varying levels, but with how I designed this floor, that with this would have just been too much, I think. So there's going to be a separate dungeon that'll have the... Well, that's annoying that the rupee is visible. I think I messed that up, clearly. What? What combo? What? Oh, wait, no. Dive item. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. On a flag. Ah. That doesn't appear to... Well... Yeah, that doesn't... Okay, I just set this up wrong. This is how I should have done it. Hit myself. Oh yeah, uncapping. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you do it. A hybrid of that and Great Bay would also be neat. That's probably what it would be. Yeah, at this point with level 7, how I've established that I can do currents, I could do Great Bay too. Wait. What's cool is you could also swim in front of these. Not much utility to that, but... So you can go down here now. So this one's not the most clear thing. I don't think I have flags here. Once I have flags, it'll be more clear, but... Yeah. Oh, God. Alright, apparently that's working now. That was not working that well before. Wait, what? Huh. Oh, because I hit that, it now pushes you up, so you can't get... You can't. You'd have to, like, force yourself to fall. Wait, I just realized you can hookshot. Oh, that was not an intended consequence of this. That you can do that. That was not intended. Alright, well. I don't think that's exactly a hard thing to fix. You'll definitely still be able to grab that. Shoot. That is unfortunate. I mean, quite simply, I could just do, like... Just kind of, like, do a thing to make sure you can't do that. Oh, shoot. Where are my blocks? Yeah, I could just go to level 6. Level 6 has them. That has them right here. Oh, wait, that's not what I want. Oh, shoot. Level 6 also has these. I have not played Majora's Mask, but I'm aware of it in a lot of ways. Actually, technically, I have played Majora's Mask, but not with any kind of tangible progress. Alright. Alright, well, clearly I had that partially implemented, just not correct. Because you're supposed to do this. Come on. Oh, and I should have fixed this. Okay, good. No, it's still messed up. How did I fix this? Very confused. I swear I fixed this. Shouldn't this just be a pitfall? I think these should just be a pitfall. Oh, yeah, it's fine. That's better. Because then you won't stand on it awkwardly. I'll get to Majora's Mask at some point. I've already beaten Ocarina. Might as well do the other N64 Zelda. So the trick here is a dive trigger. So now technically... Ooh, I just realized something. Why is this on 9? Oh, I guess that's why. I think I'm gonna move where that is. Because I want this to be where you need to fall. I don't really know how I would do that. I guess technically you don't need to fall, so I guess that's fine. Alright, so I did that. I didn't do this. Yeah, so this dungeon's certainly very much opened up once you have the flippers, which is how it should be. A block puzzle that does not exist. This is your first level 4 Legionnaire. Also, I should point out I have the Master Sword, so no, that will not be that easy. So technically, this would be your way to the compass. Interesting. So you're not getting... Well, technically, you can get the compass very early. You can get that... You can actually get the compass in the first, like, few minutes of the dungeon, actually. I have fond memories of Dreams of Yesterday. It's a very long one, but I remember liking it. So now you can do this. I'm actually really proud of how this turned out. So you may be wondering, wow, I've gotten a lot of keys and not unlocked a lot of doors. Well, that's going to change real soon. Wait, are you talking to me, Zach? Because I beat it years ago. Yep, so here's you falling through here. Whoa, whoa. Do not fall down there. So I need to go this way again. Wow, this is actually a long dungeon. Okay, so I don't need to worry about duration. That is good, that is good. Honestly, it's faster to go this way, I think. Yeah, I'm aware of that one. Revision fixed it. Oh, wait, the original is horrendously broken. Huh. Also, I never set up the compass screen. So compass should point to... I guess that would be 73. Yeah, that looks right. I don't know. I would need to check which one I played. I'm pretty sure I played it. Why are these waterfalls now? Hang on, why are those waterfalls? That's incorrect. That should be this one. No, not even. Okay. How about I just copy that here? No, I don't want to do it that way. Let's just copy it here. Because you're not going to have any triggering. So now I can actually progress through here. Well, the map's useless. So that changed path over the path over there. So the unfortunate thing is it spits you out here. And you have a bit of a long walk back. And I don't like that. So I think what I might do... Let's make hitting the switch also cause a shortcut here. Wait. So I can't use these. So 19 will be nothing. So then this will be that. Okay, so first of all, that should be that. Whoa. Okay, so you become... So 20. So 16, 20. Okay, so then this gets 21. And then that would be 22. I'm pretty sure that would be that. There we go. Okay. So that looks good. So now we just need to make 16 and then that. So F5 is that. That. There we go. Is that even a good shortcut? No. That's actually not even a good shortcut. Well. Oh, hang on. We're gonna have a 24 flag. Let's have this. Change these to that. And these two. So now you can get right back on track. Okay. No, stop it. All right. So here you kind of have to control yourself. Otherwise you'll run face first into spikes. So don't do that. So you need a key to do this. So this is the last thing I did on this dungeon before tonight. I think I remember how to do it. This frickin' soft lock. This is an issue with side view physics. Seriously? What? What is happening right now? Okay, lovely. Seriously, game. Okay, this is ZC being a piece of crap. Alright. Stupid. That one didn't have an issue. Obviously not a challenging block puzzle, but making side view block puzzles is not easy, especially when I don't have the whole screen to play with. Oh shoot, that pulls you out too. Hang on. So that just pulls you out. Oh no. I was oblivious. So the way you're supposed to go here, if you're paying attention, like I wasn't, is hold down. Oh, nice, babe. Another lock block. So the keys play more of a making sure you actually explored the whole dungeon before you actually can progress, as opposed to how they're used in other dungeons. I didn't think he held it up. You realize, you know, I just realized an issue with how I designed the screen. I made a shortcut for you to get out, and you can't even reach it. That's the shortcut. And there you go. This is how you're supposed to get out of here nicely. That's unfortunate. Okay. So that's fixed. Yeah, that would be cool, Soma. I do have an idea for how I would do a Dark Link. So I have another key. Huh. How many keys did I have at most? Did I have 4? Because I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have 5 keys in this dungeon? Hang on. Where's all the keys I give you? Dark Link originally, well, was originally in Zelda 2, and then he was in Ocarina of Time. So there's 1 key. All the keys are on the other floor. They should be, at least. So I give you 1 key down here. 2. I may have just miscounted keys. 3. I think this is a key, so this would be 4. Yeah, that's 4. 5. Ah, you do. Okay, I did just miscount my lock blocks. I see. I mean, I could just simply... I mean, I can make this real easy on myself. The way I handled lock blocks and keys in this dungeon is actually... Oh, I shouldn't do that. Locking off your way out if you don't have the ability to do it would be quite foolish. There you go. Okay. So 5 keys is comfortable. Alright, so just imagine I have 1 less key than I do now. I think I'm just boss time at this point. You would just go straight down. Did I see the whole dungeon? Yeah, I saw the whole dungeon. Minus this screen. So this is the boss room. There are 4 squares. There's a square in each of the 4 corners that's just all black. Because that's going to eventually be a thing. Well, that fell. So yeah, this is the boss room. Obviously, I don't need to worry about preventing you from getting out, for obvious reasons. Active and Amin? I don't know what that really says. Alright. So that's the dungeon. Took me almost 50 minutes while getting stuck and also fixing things. Oh, no heart container? Oh, you're correct about that. There is no heart container. You know what? I'll just have it. I'll just place it here and it just falls in. I want to actually see what happens. It should fall to the bottom. All right, well, when there's no water, that obviously is what happens. Okay, well, our container. So, I mean, I guess I could do another playthrough. I would feel kind of strange if one playthrough was all I did to make me feel like I'm done with it. So, let's do one more. And then, if I don't feel like there's anything majorly wrong or if no one has any thoughts of glaring issues, you know. Compass marker is screwed up. I fixed that. That is correct, Soma. Yeah. I might make this like a kill enemies. I always forget. One for enemy. Okay. There we go. Well, I just realized, same issue. Maybe I should actually put an enemy in here. I always do bats. Bats are like my flag for you need to... This is a kill all enemies screen. Do you have any ideas for water enemy? Oh, you're asking him. I've had a couple ideas. Also, I just realized that's not the correct thing for enemies. That's for secrets. These are for enemies. There we go. All right, let's implement the bridges just to make this less annoying. Okay, I can do what I do here. Oh shoot, I'm doing secrets though, aren't I? That's annoying. Because I think I have 3 bridges. Here I can do it. How do I want to do this? Oh wait, that just makes me swim, right? Okay, that's fine. So the only thing I would do is if you enter from here or here, put that there, put that there. So this screen will work. Because you're swimming, you don't actually trigger it. Well, I guess I don't know why I felt the need to do anything here. This bridge is fine. What? Wait, the switch combos are just gone. I don't remember removing them. They're just gone. Well, whatever. Clean up the screen. Okay. This bridge. Honestly, if I just remove the solidity, it's fine. So, I mean, then there's the only bridge I need to worry about is this one. And I could do a custom thing for that. Yeah. Alright, well, wait, I removed the collision. But I kind of do like the collision. Then it's not very consistent. No, it's fine. I don't know, man. I like these bridges, but it's not really working well. I suppose I could also just simply make this one. Just do that. But what does that actually fix? That doesn't fix anything. I mean, I guess I could just do... that doesn't make sense, though. Oh, no. No, wait, no. That's fine. Not 16. Whoops. I did the inverted. I did, this needs to be inverted. Shoot. This still is complex, though. Because then based on where you enter, it needs to be above or below you. Crap. Alright. I mean, I know exactly how to do this. I was just hoping to not have to do this much for it. because I'm trying to think if there's an alternative. I mean, I'm making it complicated with a bridge when I could just make it a hookshot spot and then just not worry about it. I could just simply make this a hookshot spot and call it a day. Of course, now this is a whole new issue. Let's just grab these. Wait, where are these used? They're not used. Okay, why don't I just make them hookshot only? Strange that I would make these and then just not use them. What? Oh, they're not solid. So what I've done in the past to denote this is just this. I'll want to do something more in the future. I don't really know how else to denote hookshot spots. I did this in Sealed Abyss. Although I guess I technically wouldn't need an indicator when you can just intuitively see hookshot grabs. And just know that those are hookshot spots. I feel like these aren't the hookshot spots I typically do in this situation. These are like side view hookshot spots. I'm like blanking. Where else do I do hookshot spots? I do them in my cave here. Oh wait, do I? Yeah, I do. Oh, and I do these. Yeah, I do these in a not top-down situation. Okay. So now that'll work regardless. I think that just kind of works now. I don't need to worry about these bridges. Okay. One more playtest. And then we're done with this dungeon. I'm going to do what I mean, I don't know what the efficient route is through here. I also know what I can do here. Changing it to secret, but I'm going to keep the same design because it'll still be based on enemies being killed. Yeah, this is how early you can get the compass. Oh, that ain't right. Well, that was poorly done by me. That's only used in one place, so it doesn't matter. That's a bit strange. Weird to not see a bridge there. Huh. So coming this way, you actually get the map and compass right away. Only if you do this, though. They seem really close together, but what if you don't think to do this? Actually, I don't think this is the best route by any means. Also, I did not remove the hook shot or flippers. Interesting. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I go this way. All right, at this point, yeah, no, they're not, and I don't know how to set them up. I mean, I just simply haven't spent the time to figure out what the proper setup is for them, because there is absolutely no indication of where or how they're how they're supposed to be set up. I just haven't like fully dug into that yet, because engine sprites are not fun. Since ZC has done a good job to obscure how they work. Yeah, so here you can't actually progress. That's in the way. That's a good segue for you to come this way. Quickly hit this. Actually, I can hit this and also complete this half of it. I might figure out that chain oddity there. No, I know how to change them. I just don't know what the tile order should be to make them look proper. That's what I meant. I understand how to get to the sprites. I just don't know what to set them up to. Like what the order of tiles should be. Push. Oh, I wasn't technically on the ground. That's why I wasn't pushing. Ooh, if I push that right, I'm screwed. Now I could technically have gone that way. So that's where going left off the start could also be a better way to go about things. Nothing I can do here. Well. Yeah, I think I'm good now for this route. I wish the map worked, because the map technically doesn't work. So I purely have to go off memory. So I do actually think I want to go back up this way. Which then means I need to activate this. Which is actually kind of efficient, honestly. There's no sense in going back. But now you can grab this key. Oh, really? This is literally like a pixel perfect situation. Yeah. Oh. There we go. I was like, something's not right about this situation. So basically, as you're going through this dungeon, you're just trying to collect keys as you can. Oh shoot. I needed to toggle the water. Actually, I never needed to toggle the water to begin with. It does seem strange that you can do this. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't think there's any... You want it dry on this side. Yeah, because I also don't like how you can go this way when it's dry. No, that breaks things. Oh, wait. It doesn't, but it looks weird. Okay, so I do need to do something. I do need to do something about these bridges. Hey, thanks, Zach. See you later. So what I did over here... So basically... And I need it to be over here, so... Let's just do this. Probably would be safe. Well, yeah. It's gonna look weird. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna modify the screen slightly. Shoot. There we go. So the reason why this works better now is with the overhead transparency script I have. This will just look better like this. So I'm going to automatically assume it is that you are going under it while swimming. Where's this combo? Oh, nice and random. So let's remove those. So now it's only on 3. Oh. Yeah. So only on 3. And then I need my solid here. Okay, so hitting that we'll quite simply add that. Then 18 or 19 will remove the 19 will remove the solid. And then on layer 3, 16 will just simply remove everything. So bridge. I don't know where the other one is. Then that removes solidity. So see, that does that. But now it's also going to have to add solidity here. Yeah, that is how I'm gonna do it. All right. What? Why'd that not work? Oh shoot. So what I can also do... no. What I was going to do was going to be completely unnecessary, and that was where you can toggle back and forth. Like what I do. Actually, a good example of where I do this is in level 2. In fact, level 2 is the best example of a toggleable bridge. Where it's not actually necessary to look at. Let's put this back on 97. 96. Okay. It's not necessary because you're never in a like if you're coming from below, you're never going to be able to go up here and down and then over. So that's just not a thing. Okay. So I know how I'm going to do this. So first of all, do I want to assume? Yes, I kind of have to assume you're swimming initially. So we're going to have to set this to 3, 1, and then... So you can't get through. So then 16 will... So 16 is you're coming from bottom, down here, up here, right here. So remove this solidity. Add this solidity. And then add the bridge. And then on 3, just simply remove the bridge. It's a lot simpler on this one. So let's see. So 16 removes. That adds. And then my bridges. Go there. There we go. And visually, nothing would change. Okay. So, start over. But now my bridges should behave as you would expect. Oh. Well, you see, one issue is when I don't put the thing that triggers the secrets, that causes additional issues. What? Okay, apparently they're not up here either. I don't know how this is happening, where it's like I remember placing them, but they aren't there, so. So annoying. This one gets a little interesting, because then... God dang it, why am I on layer 0 again? 1. Okay, do not go off of layer 1. Yeah, I thought the way this looked strange. Jeez, that's annoying. But now it's set up right. Hang on. Verify my bridges work. Okay, good. There's no bridge jumping in this. Okay, so the only thing is, there's one thing left to do to finish these bridges. Looks cool. One thing left to do is to go to my script that adds the transparency. I haven't done this in quite some time. Let's see. Where do I do this? Setup transparency layers, not that one. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is based on DMAP and screen. So we're talking about DMAP 70 something, I forget. 77. So we do DMAP 70. God, this formatting is just horrible. So this is 77. And we're talking about screens OX62 and OX42. So OX42, 62. And it's just layer 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Should be that simple. Now they should be above link. Okay. Or absolutely nothing works. That is nice. That is 3, right? That is 3 indeed. So why the heck? Oh, it's 1, 2, 3. Whoops. Wrong layer. I'm so confident I'm going to close VS Code and just assume that I did it right. Sweet. All right. Let's test. Nothing horribly wrong goes on during this playtest, and I am done testing this dungeon. Let's once again start with the right side. Oh, shoot. Dang it, I want to see how fast I can basically how fast I can beat it. Well, that's unfortunate. Bless you. This is like take 55 or whatever it would be at this point. Jeez. No point in exposing that. Oh. Weird that they were reversed. It's a bit strange. No more stupid crap. Just please work. I'm honestly very confident that this dungeon works. I've already ironed out the majority of the actual like hard mechanics. And the only real thing I've added is keys. And the way I added the keys, you should actually have long had the keys before you even need them. It's not like other... Like, this is actually a very unique dungeon in that sense. Where... like, keys play such a minor role, and it's more like the dungeon's more reliant on the actual dungeon mechanics. So, in a way, it almost makes it an easier dungeon to develop. Just took a lot of time to get the actual mechanics to work. I had to create a ton of combos. I don't even know what I want. Sure, arrows, why not? There you go. Jeez. Yeah, you can go in here. Not that there's a reason to. Okay. Technically, I can make that. Ooh. I actually want to make this a key. From an optional fun thing that you can get to a thing that you have to get. Ooh, I like that. Which obviously means now need another lock block. Alright, Zach, you're welcome. This is no longer a bomb spot. It is now going to be a lock block. Interesting, though. That actually would change things if I did that. Because that would mean that the dungeon would rely on you getting at least one key before doing that. I don't like that. I actually like that all the keys are kind of centered around the boss key. Ooh, interesting. What if I did that? No, I can't really put it there. So, ultimately the path to the boss key is also over here. And I do give you a way back. Ooh. Oh, no, I can't do it. I'm actually like exhausting almost all my layers here. 4, 5, and 6 don't matter. They're all overhead. I can't really leverage them all that well. Well, technically I could leverage 3. So right now it's a kill all enemies that gets you through here. I could do this. Obviously I wouldn't need 4, I could just do 2. So it's no longer based on enemies. Well, ooh, I've gotten ideas. Here's what's gonna happen. Well, hang on. At this point, it would be these. Yeah. Oh shoot, wait, I did that in reverse. It was meant to be like this. And then the other ones are what I want it to be. So this is down left and this is upright. So you can kill all enemies to do that. Or no, killing all enemies does the water, but unlocking that's actually what gets you passage. Oh, well... Except, wait, hang on. I mean, shoot. Shoot. Wait, this is actually a non-issue. So basically I can just do... There we go. Oh god. Okay, this is getting messy. I don't like how this is going. Crap. Technically, if I leveraged layer 3 and like if I added layer 4 for my above water and then layer 3 was background, I could make this work better. How is this actually working right now? Annoying. Yeah, that's what I thought. Shoot. I mean, there's really not a lot on layer 3. As you see, it's not complicated. Yeah, okay. We're gonna add layer 4. So now it doesn't look any different currently. So the reason that this is beneficial... Wait, what? Why did that affect anything? There's still stuff on layer 3? There shouldn't be. I literally deleted the screen that layer 3 is on. Okay. Interesting. I don't know how making this negative did anything. Because you still have 2. What? Oh, I deleted layers screen 2. Okay, so 135 is still there. That's apparently layer 2. I'm confused. Because this should be 2, and then this should be 3. Okay, there we go. That's correct. Why are these going this way now? Strange. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this be on layer 1. I could do the same. So this isn't actually... Okay, well this got messed up apparently. So now that works fine. The way to make this work is on layer 2, this will be a non-water. And then of course this guy goes... The benefits now... Oh shoot. This would actually go on 2. So what's on 0 here goes to 3. What's on 1 here goes to 0. Nothing... So 1 is no longer the conveyor. 2 is the water. 2 can go on 1. And then what's on 2 becomes this. And then 3, of course, is that, and 4 is the water on top. Okay. So now see, that's solid all the way through. Because the water, it's actually fake water. As you can see, it's none. It's not, or like, this jumps to this, and then this jumps to this. So that's water, that's not. So this jumps to a non-water. It's changing the secrets that actually makes it become water. So I'm basically gonna get rid of... I only need to get rid of the flags here. So it's layer 1 that needs a... Really? 19 flag. It's also strange that I would even place this one to begin with, because it's already water by the time you're down here, so it shouldn't be this, it should be this. Or no, this. And then the flag, 19, would become the water version. So, yeah, that didn't look right because I'm not done yet. The layer 2 is this. This simply goes away. Oh wait, no, that doesn't go away to flags. That goes away to this. So this actually becomes an empty combo. But then this conveyor here on this actually will need a flag too. Because now... And again, it shouldn't be these. I'm actually messing up by making it those. It should be these. That's that. So these are actually messed up. Oh no, see, those I did right. Oh, nope, those I did wrong. Okay. Oof. Well, that was a bit frustrating to work out. A lot of it's trying to figure out what is the nicest way to do it to where it doesn't overcomplicate or disrupt things too much. It's never really a challenge of is it possible. I don't know why this text is not centered too. It really bothers me. So it's like this needs to go on like 2 spaces. Okay. Oh, huh. You actually can get out of that. Interesting. But if you don't think you can... There. Now it's fixed. Okay. The other thing that I would like to figure out before doing this playtest is why are my spikes not correct? Oh. Well, yeah, that's fine. So these were made the non... Actually, wait, it shouldn't even be that. It should be this. So I actually put the wrong combos on this regardless. Putting the right ones, this one wouldn't fix anything, of course. Oh no, technically I did have the right ones there. Never mind. Were those technically the correct ones here? I might be brain farting on how I did this host. No, I did this wrong. When you activate the secrets, it should be the right side ones. That is correct. Yes, those are correct. Okay, that's fine. Now back to this. So the issue is... So let's actually do a... I love how often I put rupees right like in the direct four cardinal directions of where a warp is, and every time I do like this running around testing, I always end up grabbing it because it happens to be in the way. So why is this not hurting me? I don't understand that. Like you just are a damage combo. Like there's nothing special about you. So that turns into this. Not solid. It's just not water. The reason it's not water is because if it were water... Oh, jeez. I just thought of a better way to do this. That involves FFCs, which kind of sucks. But I don't know how else to... See, like, why does it work there? Because it's not solid. Huh. I don't like that way of doing it. The thought is, I basically just, let's just do it. I could sit here for 5 minutes deliberating on whether I want to do it or not, or I could just do it. And it works. Not the nicest solution, but... Oops. But it works, and it'll do what I want. So, what I just did... Now put actual water combos. Swimmable combos. Let's do Din's Fire for fun. Which apparently is insanely cheap. It took very little of my magic. Okay. So the problem with this is, yeah, that's all blue. So, I mean, it's bad because I could just do this. So obviously there needs to be solidity there. And the way I could do that is by... Oh, God. Yeah, I really don't want to do it this way. I could put a solid FFC in the middle, basically bordering these. I actually hate that. I'm not doing that. Or I could come up with a whole different solution for how the screen works. I like traps. I like the idea of there being traps. It's not super prevalent that there's traps here. I actually think this will look better like this. At least this dungeon has good music. It's like after my quest developing, I need to play the Messenger again. Jeez, I play a lot of its music, but have not done a reprisal Let's Play, I should call it, since I technically Let's Played and then deleted the Let's Play. It's sad that FFC seems like the best solution here. It's really sad. Well, the thing is, FFCs actually... I'm wrong. FFCs wouldn't fix this. Crap. Oh, I could do something really proprietary. No, that wouldn't work either. So, I was going to say something proprietary for these, 3 screens. Proprietary meaning like make custom combos specifically for this, but I wish I wouldn't need to do that. I mean, I could just have walls just to block off the boss key, and then you still have to swim through these traps. In fact, I don't even think I would... Hang on, let's assume that this isn't the worst solution. Let's just assume that this is a good solution. Because then I could just do this. And then realistically, not much changes there. I actually can keep the traps, oddly enough. I really like the design of this screen, though. I'd hate to change this. Granted, what I could do is I could just do that. do this. Get rid of these traps. And then just have this go across. Well, but no, that still messes... Well... Not if I do this. Well, I could keep the bottom one. Then this could just be like... I could just do something like this. And then just have this go across. Although actually, this actually messes with more things than, well, it does, but I can make it work with my grates. With my grates. These grates that give me so much utility. They're still solid. Because then if I close this off, realistically, how would water have flown up into this? Well, it still can. Actually, oddly enough, I only need to remove water from this. There we go. There we go. Then down here, how would I want this to connect? Probably just like here. That was mostly correct what I did. I would then need to do that. That. It's really fun when my own dungeons creates problems like this. I mean, it works for the water flow. You can literally force your way through, like just go diagonal down right to get out, but if I don't change the damage values of those spikes, you're gonna die. Because again, you're gonna have like 18 hearts coming through here, and 2 hearts basically is half or a quarter of your health. Yeah. It's not in your best interest to do that, especially when enemies are in here. You're definitely not going to want to just force your way through. That would be extremely foolish. So, I actually kind of like how this room looks now. This looks cool. I don't like that this is so narrow, but I mean, well then again, I could technically fix that by moving everything to the right one. Also, what's funny, I could actually move this left half to the right one and then use my super special between 2 combos lock block. Could do that. So I can literally just scoot these over. So keeping to a minimal effort solution. I just realized I lost my ladder here. There we go. And then remove that. And then bring in my special central lock block. Look at that. Nice. Okay. I think that solves this issue. These are still using that, so now it would just go to these. All right, let's see if I have enough time to actually do a playthrough. Kind of thinking I don't. Oh, well. All right, doing it again. You know what? Actually, let's do pots. I'm honestly getting kind of tired. I don't know how much more I'm gonna do tonight. Let's just play some pots and then I'll probably call it. Let's just put pots. Let's see. This could be your little farming room before Legionnaire. Interesting that I designed this way. Whoops. Well, let's at least get some music playing. Let's just do that. I'm probably gonna spawn on a spike, but let's see what happens. Just have some music playing. Oh, yep, right in the spike. I like how I fell. That's nice, because I selected B1. I'm just interested why I did this way. And why I didn't just, you know, do this. Did I really place that there? That was strange. Strange of me to do that. That looks a bit better. Actually, you know what? We're actually just gonna have this go straight across. Because what that does is it enables me to potentially put something on this ridge. Yeah. Alright, so back to our pots. Notice I'm not using any of the crack pots because this is a really cool, nice palace that the Zora Elder lived in before he decided to have what happens to him, to keep it vague. So I guess the question is, how do I handle pots that would be otherwise submerged? Or I just don't. I could just not worry about that. Oops. Okay. Yeah, it's funny, those pots only existed because they're covering a lens spot. That's why those are there. I can't really have pots up there. There aren't going to be a ton of pots. I also never placed a fairy spot. I should do that. Oh, okay, so now going left. I don't know what I'm going to do with these screens. There's a lot of open space here. Kind of did that figuring I would do something. And I still like the idea of keeping some of these screens sort of open-ended, like intentionally leaving them open and vague, like I said vague, just open, so that later on, maybe when I'm like near the end of doing this quest and I'm like doing like final dungeon refinements, it gives me the opportunity to like add more advanced fun things to do. Okay, so we have pots now in the top side. Let's do bottom side. Let's actually start from the side. Pots are not the easiest things to place here, because how do I have to place them such that they're not in the way. Unless I just made them not solid, which I believe is actually what I did in level 6. I think I made the pots I had there not solid. Yeah, I made them not solid. So I could just do this. Then it's really a non-issue wherever I put them. So, hi Ace. What about pots that appear and disappear and change locations? Pots that change locations. Interesting. Like, how would that work? Like, what would determine whether they change? Like, what would determine if they change locations? Like, what would be the ultimate, like, goal with such a mechanic? That's my only question. Like, what would be the goal with that mechanic? Oh, I see. So not just general health pots. You're saying that this would be like a specific pot that would... I see. Ooh, I could put the whole bottom here with pots. Since they're not solid, why not? I could see that being a thing. Hasn't been done. Actually, I think it might have been. I think in Argon's Evil Lair. No, Ballad of a Bloodline? Didn't that have... Well, that had a chest that when you got so close it would change locations, but I don't know if it actually had anything. I think it was just a troll, like no actual item was present. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was done to some degree. It's a cool premise. I could see that. The thing is, my quest is gonna have... I don't even know how to throw a number at it. I'm gonna have an insane amount of side quests, and mostly just a... No, that is true. Yeah, with along with like floor tiles and pots, how they... I actually... Oh, that's a cool idea. Because the floor tiles that rise up and throw themselves at you exist in Engine. I can do that with pots. The only difference is when they break, you know, they drop an item and they make the break sound. Ooh, I like... Oh, you gave me a separate idea. I'm gonna make a note of this. Sorry about that. I think I actually put my general ideas... I've been starting to use the notes system more. As you can see, I have a lot. I've been kind of using these screens for like general ideas. Yeah, like figure out half magic. This is not the most efficient way for my screens, but yeah, because I remember the pots that launched themselves at you at Ocarina of Time. And they were... I actually never got annoyed by that. I found it funny. Because they'd break on you. And just hearing the break sound along with an item dropping, I just always found that kind of funny. Just kind of goofy. So, yeah. I actually like that. That was a good idea. Have some pots here. Would half magic be a spell that costs magic and health points? No, half magic as in like an item that grants you half magic was where I was going with that whole thing. The reason my note says figure it out is because I don't know if there's an item in the engine that does that just gives half magic. So I might need to script that, which obviously would be, I think that would be easy. I don't really know, actually. I might need to talk with some other devs and ask, like, how have they implemented half magic? Yeah, I don't remember if... I've only played Oracle of Seasons. I don't remember if that had half magic. Ooh. Submerged pots. Fun. It's been done a lot. I can figure it out. I may need to script it, but even if I need to script it, no big deal. All right, I think that's good for pots. So I have the boss lock. I don't have my fairy spot. I like how I'm going all the way back to level 6 when I could literally go to any other dungeon for this, but oh well. Okay, so where am I okay, first of all, what's the way to the boss? So I think it would be... Oh, I don't actually give you a shortcut, do I? Because it would be from there, but there's no nice way to get there. Because you'd have to go all the way around, which is not a nice shortcut to the boss. I have an idea. Dang it. How did I do this? Ah, I did that. Okay. So I could put this here. I did that wrong. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. This is also the wrong floor. Wait, is this one the wrong one? No, that's correct. There we go. So let's just test this to make sure this works. That fly at you now, I don't think that's what... If you have Dark Souls tier shortcut... Oh, I do try to do my best with shortcuts, for sure. Okay, so that does nothing. The lens should... Oh. Look at that. Tells you that there's a thing. So let's go swap the water. I try my best to give you really good shortcuts. And I think this will be a good one. Aha. That did absolutely nothing. Why did that do absolutely nothing? What did this do? Step trigger advances a combo. Eh? Advances a combo. What exactly are you doing? Are you just setting you're just setting an X state? Okay. Ah, I see. Oh, fine. Ugh. Okay, so here's what we need to do. I didn't expect this to be so annoying. Okay, bear with me. This is gonna be this for the moment. Toggle, because I wanted to have everything except the tile. Alright, let's give that a shot. Because now doing simply this should give you a really good shortcut. Basically straight to the boss. Shouldn't even need to worry about enemies. Still solid, okay. This is honestly the last big thing I need to figure out with this dungeon is having the whistle on the thing. Because the fact that I could stand here breaks things. So, can't let that remain. There we go. So now, to get to the boss, this is the starting screen. You just go left. Well, imagine that was triggered. And then, imagine that was triggered. Imagine that this is triggered. And then you fall. This is all you have to do. This will be open because you have the boss key. And then boss room. Nice. So yeah, that is a really good shortcut. I forgot what I was doing that led me to do that. Now there's a really good shortcut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 screens, and then there's a number of other screens, but all you're doing is falling, so yeah, it's no big deal. Okay. I've tried to figure out this whole thing. I'm kind of confused on how I would do this. Because all this is, well, okay, so first of all, this FFC is using this combo right here. Should be used in, it's used in 4 places. Hang on. What are all these 4 places? So, 21. This is 25. 14 and 12. Oh, okay, no. They're all used where I'd expect to use them. Okay. So I don't understand. So it's just simply a whistle trigger that triggers level state 31. And state 31. But there's no requirement that you have to be standing on it before whistling. It's a simple like whistle. Doesn't actually combo change. Whistle, and then it just toggles this. But there's nothing that clarifies like you need to be standing. Oh wait. Oh my god. Proximity. Hallelujah. It's right here. This is the solution to my issues. Okay, so if the value is greater than 0, the combo will only trigger if the hero is within that number of pixels of the combo. Holy crap. Okay, so if invert is checked, then you must be further. Okay, so by default it's so this is actually not clear to me. Within that number of pixels of the combo, is that presumably from the center of the combo? Or is it from like because usually things are from top left corner. I don't know if this is top left corner or center. I'm gonna assume center. Because if it's from the center... I mean, within like 4 pixels. Because then you figure the combo is 16 by 16, so then you have a 20 by 20 range. Actually, no. You have a 24 by 24, which is fine. That would be perfectly fine. Oh my god, is it really... Oh, if this really works, then holy crap. This is like the biggest issue with my Dungeons mechanics. Because you could cheese things. Well, not if this works. I want to see what this proximity is. What did I put 4, right? So it should be 24. So that would be... That'd be like right here. Honestly, I might put 1. Like 1 pixel. It also, I don't know if it's center of here or top left. Oh, wow. This seems very sensitive. Holy crap. Well, now I'm concerned. Now I'm standing right on it. That's just the top right. Jeez, so I basically need to be standing smack on top of it. Okay, question. How hard is it to just like walk on it and do it? I just want to understand. Wow, that is very sensitive. Let's make that like 8. That seems a bit more comfortable. I work on AI coding, and I can see how... Oh, that's cool. I'm also a developer. I don't work in AI. I just do general app dev. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Alright, so I'm exactly 1 comma below it. Does that trigger it? I mean, this already does what I wanted. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pixels up. One, 2. I think if this works, this is fine. Okay, that's fine. You still need to be standing very close. There's only like 2 screens that really matter, and that's this one. You need to be on... Obviously, this should work fine. Like, that'll trigger. Holy crap, I'm so happy I found that. Because this was the final thing with this dungeon that was like, I don't know how to do this. Well, piece of cake is how I do it. What's left? Yeah, I think that's a comfortable range. You don't need to be super, super precise, but it prevents you from, like, being too far away. I'm trying to think of what's left in terms of... I wish I could pull this to the right and then make it a little bit bigger. I think all my notes are here. Oh yeah, that's right. Level 2 Ocarina stuns the boss. I guess I could do... I mean, I need to be done in about 10 minutes. But I could do some boss room work. Let's put a bat in here. So that there's actually an enemy. Oops. So if I'm saying the level 2 Ocarina stuns it, obviously you need to have... Or... Okay, so the idea that I was thinking for this, and why earlier in the stream I called out these 4 corners, is because they were going to be pits. I don't actually have an example of that. But what I will do is actually put these on 2. Actually, let's just put them in... Oops. Let's just put them in the corner. Let me just make sure. Okay, that looks right. So those are no longer water. We're under 28. State 28. Alright, well apparently state 28 is gonna need these. So let's do that. So I just need to edit one of these. This is just simply going to change to state 28. 28. And then I could just copy and paste everything, or only the triggers tab. Okay, that's how easy it is to set that up. So this is all now working for state 28. So I was thinking, basically do this. So as you're fighting the boss, you need to be a bit careful not to get sucked in. I might even make it a bit bigger than what I just did there. Jeez, it has a 1 in 4 chance to just be a black one, and I failed all the times. Maybe, well, you still need room to fight. Maybe I'll do it like this. Makes it a little bit more imposing, but without actually making it too hard to fight. Also, I just realized you're messed up. There we go. So now I need a pit. I can actually go to this floor. I have an example of a pit here that I can quickly grab, and that's this guy right here. There we go. This is my water pit situation. And I can actually just straight up use this. It looks a little strange in side view. I'd kind of want to see what it looks like when it's actually all properly set up. Oh, wait, you gotta do that. Obviously, it's not gonna look right now. But that's why we could just simply go up here. Let's actually test this. I never actually tested this. L items 7 boss key. Ah, works fine. Well. Alright. Stop shooting at me. What the heck? Well, that was a bit strange. Why did that item fall like that? Oh god. Well, it does a good job of keeping you in, that's for sure. I think it's because I have water on top of this. This can't be water. It's not, though. It's not water. Why is the pit not pulling you in? Or maybe it's because that was water? Let's just start the test quest right here. This is a bit quicker. Oh god. Why is this just... Okay, the pitfall just isn't working? Also, apparently I forgot to mark enemy's item. Oh, also, dungeon boss. Since this is the boss room. So, pits just don't work in side view, I guess. Because, like, this is using this, which turns into a non-liquid combo. Huh. Interesting. Pits just don't work. I mean, I can actually change this to is lava. Because I only ever use this combo for this situation where you don't survive, like, you know. See if that works. Because then it's like you drown in it then instead of you fall in a pit. Oops. Oh, well, that's a bit odd. Huh. Is there a safe ground? There's an unsafe ground, but there isn't a safe ground. Oh, no. I could do this. The problem is you, with the way I have it set up, you need to actually fall on something that's safe. So I could just get rid of all these. And then basically do something like this. Except not as big. Doesn't look right with the water, but that's because I'm gonna put these in place of it. And in fact, I could do my little fancy thing where I do... never mind. I think that's fine. So you can still walk on it, and you have to walk on this to fall down. But that doesn't actually work, though. This just got complicated. I can also do these. Then you don't need this. There. So it still forces you to have to land on, whoops, on a thing. Obviously I can't do that. There. So now you have safe ground to land on. Obviously, I'll need to make sure that during the boss, you don't have a way of cheesing them from up there. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that works. Because, yeah, you get sucked in, you're forced to drown. I actually like this. I'm not taking any damage, though. And that's just because... drown damage. Let's make it very aggressive. That's 2 hearts of damage right there. Cool. So that's a basic setup for the boss room. Yeah, well, that's well, the thing is that pits actually don't work. Pits are weird, yeah. They don't actually do anything. So it's just, you're just drowning, basically. I don't really know a better way to display that. But yeah. I'm trying to think. What is left for this dungeon? Assuming all the lock blocks and keys work. I still like the idea of the part container falling in from here. I want the heart. I don't take damage, so it was free. That's funny. Oh, that is strange. That's a bit of a... So, the Triforce pickup, hold-up animation, how, like, you pick it up, you do the thing, and then you get warped out. That warp is determined by a side warp from the top. That's why I got warped out when I went up. That's only an issue because I don't have my eventual scripted Triforce pickup animation that I'm going to write at some point. That'll remove that whole thing, because then the script will warp you. It won't rely on some weird side warp. The side warps just exist while I'm using the engine one. But yeah, this dungeon's basically good. The only thing it obviously doesn't have is enemies. There's some puzzles that I didn't I didn't implement this puzzle. So just small stuff at this point that I can do at any point. I'd say like 95% of the work is done. Boss of level 7 won't be fully submerged in using the level 2. Okay, using the level 2 stuns the boss. The not fully submerged just means that I have the ability to get out of the water, which is what I just did with that little platform. Yeah, I just need to remember to have that. So the Jewel of Mars is what gives you perma breathing underwater. So you could technically get the flippers, leave, and get... Well, maybe not. Actually, no, you won't. Story events will prevent you from doing that. So yeah, I think that is it for this one. Made a lot of progress. So you fall and die if you get pulled into those corners. Yes, they're pits that you need to avoid. No, I'm sorry. You don't die. You take damage. You take 2 hearts of damage. Actually, it'll be 30% less than 2 hearts. So whatever a third of 16 is, you'll take less by that. Yeah. Oh, I'm stupid. Finished. Level 7. I like how I just put an empty string and tried to commit that. Yeah, that's not how that works. So, yeah. So, I think, yeah, level 7's basically done. If it is, I'll probably do at least one more playthrough. And if I don't find any major issues, then 7 done. Move on with the game to post level 7 events, which will probably be a bunch of stuff. Oh god, you have the flippers. I'm a little intimidated by this. There's a lot to do. A lot to do now. Side dungeons, battle arena. I plan on a lot of side quests a lot of new ones being started and a lot of existing ones being progressed. Is the base game almost done? No. This is level 7. I plan on having 12 primary dungeons. So the base game, if this dungeon's done, quote unquote done for now, then I'm 7 out of 12, basically. There isn't going to be a final dungeon per se. Like, level 12 will be your final dungeon. It's one of the main dungeons. there isn't like a special. Well, I don't know. I haven't decided fully. I don't think there will be, but I have quite some time until I have to figure that out. So, yeah, 7 out of 12. Think of it that way. Whatever that percentage is how much I'd say I'm done. There's going to be a ton of extra content, but anyway, that'll be it. Thanks for hopping on, Ace, Zach, Soma, everyone else, yokels that hopped on. Thanks for hopping on, and also thanks for supporting me by watching these streams and engaging with me. It certainly helps, and I get some really good ideas from you guys, like Ace with the throwing stuff, the throwing pots. I definitely want to do that. Exactly how they're done in Ocarina of Time, I think that'd be cool. So I really appreciate the support, and I will continue doing this. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Have a good evening, and I'll see you guys next time I do Dev.